How are we today?
What's up? Welcome back to Let's Talk Movem Radio. I am your host, Movem, the Great. And we got a special show for you tonight. If this is your first time tuning in, let me let you know, Movem Radio, we are an independent radio station. We are dedicated to playing and supporting independent artists and their music. Created in Las Vegas, Nevada to display the determination, drive, and hunger of independent artists that is no longer found in mainstream music. See, our goal here at Movem Radio is to give these highly talented artists a broader marketing venue and to make independent music the new mainstream. At Movem Radio, you send them, we move them. Let's go. So, once again, we got a very special show for you tonight. Very special guest. Very special guest. I mean, I am a huge fan of this man. Huge fan. I mean, I didn't even know who he was, you know, and I was able to just get a little piece of his music, and the music was just so mind-blowing that I just had to know this man. And we are going to get to know this man tonight. You are going to get to know this man tonight. The one, the only. With us tonight, Mr. Connie Sun. Y'all give it up for Connie Sun, man. So, if you're not familiar with Connie Sun, man, I mean, you've heard him, if you've heard Monday's Grind, that'll probably be one of the ones that'll definitely stand out in your mind. We got a few in rotation, but that'll definitely be one of the songs that'll stand out in your mind. So this is the artist that you're about to see tonight. Get to know who he is and what he does, you know. For y'all that haven't heard him before, I'm gonna go ahead and drop one on y'all real quick to get this show started off right, alright? So I found this and I had to drop it. Love this song and shit, man. Listen for it soon in rotation on Movem Radio. Song called Filthy by my man Connie Sun. Coming at you right now. Stay tuned. This is Let's Talk Movem Radio. You sing it. We move it.
Go harder, go on when you in this game. Always use your blanket when you switching lanes. Grind and work that 9 to 5 to ease the pain. Share the turn umbrella when your bills rain. Go hard till you feel it. Get a job, open up a business. Haters gon' watch when you kill shit. Every murder case got a witness. Whole block going through the blues. Coming from the bottom, do you feel it? Being broke, leave a hole in your soul. Put your fists in the air, black folk, if you feel me. Came from the bottom, no lights, no gas. You can get robbed, no pipe, no mask. Throw a tea party, don't invite your ass. Now your belly got tissue to wipe your ass. It ain't no love from the government. Every president been on some sucker shit. Young niggas busting shit, no, I'm not loving it. This is the option they stuck me with. Grind hard till I'm filthy, filthy, filthy. Filthy, 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 rich, you feel me? Grind hard till I'm filthy, 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 rich, you feel me? Grind hard till I'm filthy, 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 rich, you feel me? Grind hard till I'm filthy, 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 rich, you feel me? It ain't no love for your brother. It ain't no love for your sister. It ain't no love for no junkie. It ain't no love for the pusher. It ain't no love for the honest. It ain't no love for the real. It ain't no love for the loyal. Looking for love, get you killed. Filthy is what you gotta get. You gotta get dirty if you're trying to get rich. It's back to the mud, cause you gotta show love to all of the ones who will never see this. To the bottom, no lights, no gas. You can get around, no pipe, no mask. Throw a tea party, don't invite your ass. Now your belly got tissue to wipe your ass. It ain't no love from the government. Every president been on some sucker shit. Young niggas busting shit, no, I'm not loving it. This is the option they stuck me with. Grind hard till I'm filthy, 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 rich and feel me. Grind hard till I'm filthy, 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 rich and feel me. Grind hard till I'm filthy, 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 rich and feel me. Grind hard till I'm filthy, 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 rich and feel me. Grind hard till I'm filthy, 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 rich and feel me. Grind hard till I'm filthy, 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 rich and feel me.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Movem Radio. This your boy K9 the Great. And like I told y'all before, man, one of my favorite artists and shit, man. Y'all bump this shit on the station all the time. Right now, I'm gonna give it to you real right. My nigga in the building, give it up for Connie Sun. Brother, hey, it is good to have you here, man. Go ahead. Hey,
Appreciate it,
bro.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Oh, man.
It's comfy, man.
Yes, sir. It is. Hey, I mean, we tried, man. I definitely had to make it comfortable for you, sir.
It's nice, man.
Yeah,
It's
we
nice.
was definitely eager to have you with us and shit.
Oh, the pleasure's mine, man. It's a pleasure for me to be here, man.
You know what I mean?
It's for me to be here.
All day. I mean, Monday's Grind and shit. Definitely one of my favorite songs for sure. Y'all can catch that on the station. But first off, let's get a little comfortable. Let the people know a little bit about yourself. Like, where you from originally, bro?
No doubt, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland.
Born and raised east side of Cleveland, Huff area. That's where the Huff riots took place. You know, my grandparents migrated here they migrated there from Alabama. The Jim Crow was real heavy, so my grandmother, my grandfather, they got together at 17. They got married the same day and came straight to Cleveland. And my story started from there. My generation started from there.
Oh, okay. Wow, man. Okay. Cleveland.
Yeah, the heart of it. The heart of it. Belly of the beast, man. Cold. Shout out to LeBron coming to give us a ship. You know what I'm saying? All that.
That's the business. He did. He at least did that. He went out there, got one, and
Got
shit,
us
you know
one.
what I'm saying?
Got us
Yes. And he got my Lakers one more and shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Might get another one.
I ain't never been too much of a LeBron fan, but
Right.
you know what I mean. But I'm a Laker fan. I'm a Laker all day.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
LA in the building.
LA in the building and shit all day, man. For sure. So I mean, so you just flew in to Vegas.
Yes, sir.
So I mean, where you coming from? Where you from, bro? I mean,
I'm
where you
coming from LA. I was in LA first. I had a couple interviews down there with a couple people trying to shop around and really just you know, I was a big fish in a small pond in Cleveland. And it's time for me to jump in the ocean to see if I'm a whale. So I stopped at LA first to see what's going on. It was it's real expensive out there to live and gas and all that. So I called my man Messi, he come get me. We chopped it from here and there. I called him when I got to Oakland. I was in Oakland for about 2 weeks trying to find studios out there. And that's like, come on to Vegas, man, I got stuff lined up for you. So here I am, man. Shout out to Messi. Bringing me all the way down here.
Right. Shout out my man Messi.
Yes,
Moving and Grooving Studios, all y'all over there, man.
That's the greatest concierge in Vegas. When y'all need a concierge, make sure you contact Messi, man. Right. Need that.
All day. So I mean, so first, for the people that don't know you, what type of music do you do? What would you call your genre of music?
You know the voice.
Or what do you do?
Well, they kind of categorize it themselves. You know, you never say you're an activist, but the work that you do, people are like, man, he an activist, man, K9 an activist, because you always speaking up and always doing stuff. You never labeled yourself as that. So the work that you do does that. So the genre that they call it, I call it block blues. If you're on a block, if you live next to a block, you got the blues. Ain't no way around it. You know what I mean? Broken glass, pee in the corner, people cussing. So it's block blues. So I'm actually giving you the blues from the block. And what I'm doing, I'm utilizing the voice that we use when we argue with our woman. Man, you ain't this, man, you ain't that. And I'm telling, girl, you everything, you need it. You know, I'm using that same voice and that same energy to uplift her. So it's kind of different, it's unorthodox, but it's effective and it works.
That's the business, man. For sure. I mean, I done heard some flavor from you, for sure.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you listening, man. It's the people that haven't heard it who I'm worried about.
Exactly.
If you haven't heard it, if you're saying it's trash, I love you because you're listening.
Right.
That's all. People that haven't listened, I'm concerned about you.
Right. So I mean, so you got the YouTube channel. Tell the people how to spell the name.
Yeah. Connie. That's Connie Sun. SUN, not SON. I'm the sun in the sky. So Connie Sun. That's on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I'm Connie Sun the Truth. Connie Sun 2 on Twitter. Every platform, SoundCloud, Apple Music, Tidal, Google Play, anywhere you type in Connie Sun, SUN, I'm gonna pop up. You're gonna have that good music you can clean to. You know what I mean? You can learn, you can think. And if you're having too tough of a day, you might want to turn it off because it's too real.
Right.
But it's the type of vibe I give, man. I love what I do.
I can dig it, man.
No doubt.
And I love what you do. And that's
I appreciate
that's
that.
for sure.
Appreciate that.
And I mean, we had to spell the name out first, but we definitely need to know.
Because everybody put S-O in.
Where does the name come from, man? Because that's a really,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a really original name. I mean, especially for a black young man like yourself. You know what I'm saying?
It's an origin name that everybody actually have. You feel what I'm saying? What's your mom's name?
My mom name is Deborah. Shout out Miss Deborah.
Shout out Miss Deborah. I'm talking to Deborah. I'm talking to Deborah's son right now. You feel what I'm saying? If it's so on and so on, whoever their mom's is, everybody can say I'm such and such son. I'm just Connie's son. I just put the SUN on there.
That's
now,
cool.
how it happened, how it came about is I was a terrible kid. Not per se terrible. I had more energy than my mom can deal with. My mom had me when she was 20. And that's a young parent. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, you see a 20-year-old have a baby, it's a tragedy. You got to be at least 35, 31. So my mom had me when she was young. So I had all type of energy. She tried to put me on Ritalin. That didn't work. It only made my heart feel kind of funny. So I didn't like it. I competed in all the talent shows in every school I went to. I played basketball for the schools I went to. I boxed. You know what I mean? I played everything, any instrument, everything. She just didn't know where to channel that energy. So I started I got an older brother, by the way. Okay. And he was getting court cases and charges and while I was in school. So she would make it to his court cases and she didn't come to my games. So that made me be like, man, maybe I should catch a case and you would show up. So when I started catching cases, she didn't show up for them either. So I was just SOL and I didn't understand why, because I look exactly like my father. You know what I'm saying? I'm a spitting image of my father, Curtis Pitt. So my mom had favoritism towards me and my brother, and she, God rest her soul, she really gave it to me hard. And as I grow older, I see now that I didn't need the help that she was giving my brother. My brother's lightweight. The parents know the kids who mentally strong and the ones who weak. You know what I mean? And it's hard for her to tell the ones who strong, you don't need to help your brother, ain't like that. Because if she tell you that, you end up telling your brother cracking. You know what I'm saying? That's why mommy gotta help you, because you retarded. You know what I'm saying? So, right. But it really ain't that he retarded. He just sensitive and he just not strong as you. So God give his toughest test to his soldiers. So I was such a bad kid, breaking windows, getting in fights. When I learned how to box in school, I used to just go to school and just fight. If you was bigger, it didn't make no difference. I knew how to fight. So I was getting expelled, fighting kids older than me. My school went from 6th through 12th. You know, the Martin Luther King Law and Public Service. So 6th graders was in there with 12th graders. So we had to fight. So my mom ended up kicking me out at 16, and I couldn't come back in the house. You know what I mean? I ended up catching a case in 2002. I got caught with 2 ounces of PCP. They sell water in Ohio. You know what I'm saying? It's called wet. I got caught with 2 ounces. I ended up getting 3 years mandatory for that charge. And when I got that 3 years mandatory for that charge, when you first go in prison, they ask you to fill out this paper, man, your emergency contacts, who you want to contact if somebody get hurt and stuff like that. And it got to the question, said, have you ever been discharged from the Army? Right? Now, I'm 20 years old. I don't know nothing. I'm ignorant. Only time I heard discharge is when it comes from a penis, like a penis discharge. Right. So that was funny. Right. And this is how it got me 64 days in the hole. When I asked the female teacher, I'm like, what do discharge? Is this a penis discharge? Because I never had no penis discharge. Right. Everybody started laughing. but me. She took it as a sexual advance. I got 64 days in the hole for that. You know what I'm saying? So from that day forward, I vowed not to be ignorant ever again. I feared not knowing. I wanted to know what words meant. And here I am today. So after I became conscious, I wanted to turn my life around and show my mother that I am conscious and give her that love back. So I started calling myself Connie Sun, Connie Sun. At first she's like, nigga, wait a minute. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm like, no, I'm on to something. Trust me. All you're going to have to do is make some jeans or a sweater when I get on. Because they're going to want to wear Connie's clothes. This Connie Sun, this is mama, this the gear, lipstick, whatever you want to make. So I started to travel and started to cook up in that notion. This was from, I got out in 2005. I lost my mom in 2017. So I had a nice little journey of making, she started to see me perform. My mother used to DJ, do karaoke. I'm coming to her stuff performing. She come to my shows, and I started to pick up the traction. And then I got falsely accused for shooting 3 people and ended up getting locked up. And my mom was murdered. She was hit by a guy who was on PCP, crashed into her car, caught on fire. So it's like, wait, it took me off my journey for about 2 years. You know, it's 2021. Like I went silent. I didn't record nothing or nothing because that was my trophy. It's like LeBron them, you know, LeBron them wouldn't hoop if it wasn't no trophy at the end. And I felt like that was my mother was my trophy at the end. I'm gonna show you, you birthed something that's worthy enough to be honored, to be respected. You did this, you know what I'm saying? I was messed up at first. I was off balance with my thinking. So now I'm here. I wanted to just get that back to her, to have people pulling up on like, man, your son, he came to my wedding and sung, or your son looked out for my kids, or your son be at the juvenile center speaking, instead of your son knocked my son out, or your son just, you know what I'm saying, broke my windows and stuff like that. And before I could make that transition to show her that I lost her. And I just got my mojo back doing platforms like this. I thank you for bringing me on here. Help me shake the cobwebs off to get back comfortable with talking to the people. Because
I mean, in all honesty, man, like I said, man, it's a pleasure for me, bro. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. I mean, I listen to your lyrics, I listen to your delivery, I listen to what you're bringing, and it's really always otherworldly different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's otherworldly deep. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a pleasure to have you here, brother.
the pleasure's mine, man.
Without
The
a
pleasure's
doubt.
mine.
Now, I mean, so I mean, we're gonna take a quick break. You definitely you had one of your videos that you brought with you, right?
Yeah.
So what video you got? What we're about to watch right now?
We can watch Guard Down.
Guard Down.
You can check out Guard Down, man. That's one of the
You got a video to that, huh?
Yeah. I got a video to Guard Down.
I ain't never seen it. Y'all ain't never seen it. We're gonna see it together today
No doubt,
shit.
no doubt.
Guaranteed, you know what I mean? Straight up. So, hey, for my man Connie Sun,
Yes, sir.
I'm Deborah's son.
No doubt. Deborah's son in the building. Deborah's son and Connie's son.
And this is Let's Talk Movem Radio. We'll be right back. You send them, we move them.
No doubt.
Let's go.
Yeah. Trust God. Trust God. Trust God. I ain't really feeling the day. I'm in my feelings today. Gotta mash on them, gotta smash on them just to go get me some pay. Bust my ass on it, spend my last on it, everything slipping away. I get my earn up before I burn up whenever I'm feeling the flame. You niggas thinking this a game. I ain't playing with them, I ain't staying with them, I ain't friends with them, I ain't mans with them. I'ma cock and let the can hit them. Get the paper, that's the plan, nigga. I just hope you understand, nigga. We can get high, fuck hoes, how the fuck I can't make a band with you? To the Zozos, I done told your ass, I done showed your ass, I exposed your ass. I'm in my spot, niggas can't take what I got. They can grab what I have, niggas can plot. That'll never make me stop. That's gonna put me on your ass, and I'ma come through in the worst way. And I'ma do you on your worst day. Niggas will come to your visual, but never come through on your birthday. People can't fuck with my spiritual, cause I be in tune with the earth say. And people be calling me lyrical, cause they be in tune with the wordplay. Now me and my nigga, we talk about paper. That paper, we talking about bodies. The bodies be popping up every time we get to talking. Now we get money inside of my youngin', he coming, no talking. He yelling and chalking. We know that he know they get violent. He put in that work right on the front of his shirt and say I'm about to catch me a body. Ain't what it seeming. I'm heavy, I'm smoking, I'm drinking, I'm popping, I'm rolling, I'm leaning. Eat it, I'm steaming. War wounds still bleeding. I went to war with them demons. I really seen it. I wasn't watching on no zenith. I was out there on the scene. Victim was bleeding. Best friend caught him sleeping. Cold world up in Cleveland. I've been stabbed too many times to let my guards down. Yeah. So I put my trust in God now. It's gonna be the devil in your clique to bring your squad down. Yeah. So I put my trust in God now. I've been stabbed too many times in the back to let my guard down. Yeah. So I put my trust in God now. It's gonna be the devil in your clique to bring your squad down. Yeah. So I put my trust in God now. I ain't really feeling the day. I'm in my feelings today. Got a mash on them, got a smash on them just to go give me some pay. Bust my ass on it, spend my last on it, everything slipping away. I get my earned up before I burn up, whenever I'm feeling the flame. Now me and my brother, we talk about paper, that paper, we talking about cheddar. That cheddar keep coming in every time we get to talking, so now we get money together. My youngin', he coming, he hungry, we know that he on it, we know that he down for whatever. He put in that work, now when he go to the store, he gon' copy him 100 or better. Ain't what it seemin', he heavy, he smoking, he drinking, he popping, he rolling, he leaning, heated, he steaming. War wounds still bleeding, he went to war with them demons. He really seen it, he wasn't watching on no zenith. He was out there on the scene, victim was bleeding. Best friend called him sleeping. Cold world up in Cleveland. I been stabbed too many times to let my guards down. Yeah. So I put my trust in God now. It's gonna be the devil in your clique to bring your squad down. Yeah. So I put my trust in God now. Too many times, God down. Yeah. God down. Devil in your clique down. I never got my wish, but still I never questioned God's existence, cause I know that struggle goes on. When your love is so strong, you can never go wrong, and the pain won't be long. Mars to the beat of this song, on repeat in your dome. I know to each is they own, but I hear defeat in your tone. You see we grind together, we shine together. If we gon' spend our time together, we should climb together. Hard turn cold behind the cheddar, don't mind the weather. She named her daughter Diamond cause she was made in all this pressure. I tell you, ayy, to that mother on her way to work, that second job because she know to feed them babies first. You get your blessings from God, yeah. You get them blessings.
That's my shit, though, that fucking song, man.
No doubt. Guard down.
Yeah, guard down.
Heavy. Make sure y'all stream that.
All day. Welcome back to Let's Talk Movem Radio. We still kicking it right here with the one and only Connie Sun.
Appreciate y'all having me, man.
Yes, sir. So it's important, of course, as an independent artist, we work every single day. You know what I'm saying? I know you stay on the grind, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So let's get to know you a little bit more as an artist. I mean, what's some of the artists that influenced you coming up, and and would you compare your style to any of theirs?
Yeah. It's we were just talking about this too before I came. 3000, Andre 3000, one of the ones. His wordplay is impeccable. I like Sci-Hi the Prince. He cold.
Okay.
Nas. I grew up listening to Jigga. Everybody grew up listening to Jay-Z, but you know what I'm saying? Bone Thugs, of course. About how they pioneered the game, Bone did, as far as putting melodies and harmonizing, you know what I'm saying? They really changed the game. So
yeah, you do a lot of that.
Yeah, I do a lot of that.
You do it well. You do it very well.
Yeah, that's a Cleveland thing, I guess. So
okay.
Shouts out to them, salute to Bone.
Right.
I grew up listening to them. Master P, Silk the Shocker, one of my favorite artists, because everybody didn't like him. I loved him.
Hey, I love Master P, Silk the Shocker. I mean, my favorite person from No Limit was Mr. Magic and shit, man.
Magic was cold.
I mean, shout out Mr. Magic, rest in peace, Mr. Magic. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Mr. Cow was one of the favorite, but to me, the best writer, the best creator was Mac. He just got out now.
Yeah.
Mac was the greatest writer of No Limit. We listened to Mac to learn how to format songs, the format of my main screen, like the format song. Mac was a cold writer, and just artists. I really don't vibe with rappers. It's a difference between rap and art. You know what I'm saying? Like you rap a GIF, you hang art up. And Hey,
that's a real deep way to say that right there, though. Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then what do they do with the rapper when you give them the gift?
Right.
What do they do with the rapping? They rip it off.
They rip it off, and it's no
took
good.
all that time to make it neat. Next thing you know, your career dead. 360 deal.
That's deep. That's deep.
There's no art in that.
This man do art. You can put him on the shelf and shit.
Yeah.
And then quickly take him down. And shit.
Yeah, quick art.
quick
art. So just doing that. Them artists influenced me in the game. You know, just the real artists, the real hip hop. Like real hip hop influenced me. Real hip hop, real storytelling. Not telling somebody else's story. Tell us who you are. Tell us how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Real hip hop. I'm influenced by real hip hop. I'm not influenced by rap.
It's the business. You definitely hit some points for me and shit, man. I mean, I definitely all those artists is on my list for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Definitely influenced me a lot. So that's probably why we kind of connected in a lot of ways over the music and shit. Really, because I swear to you, man, just listening to you, I felt like I already know you. I know you for years and shit, my nigga.
That's the point I'm trying to make, artists. Is y'all hear what the man just said?
Yeah.
Just listening to me, he felt like he knew me
all day.
So why would you want to try to connect with somebody who life you ain't even living? You talking about selling dope and killing and all that until you really meet one. Now you want to hang next to him because he really looked creepy. He really looked scary. You know what I'm saying? So spit your real life, but you ain't.
Everybody want to sell drugs till you sell the drugs.
Everybody want to be a drug dealer, but don't want to be a drug dealer. Everybody want to be a nigga, but don't want to be a nigga.
I'm just saying.
That's the way it go. I get you though.
I mean, for real though.
I get you. It's like I stay away from putting on that. It's like being a rapper. It's a costume you can buy.
Right.
You can't look like you got bars.
Yeah.
These cats is actually trying to look like they got bars.
Trying to look like that.
How you look like you can read? There's no look to it. Either you can or you can't, man.
Right, exactly.
You can't buy pain out the mall. You can't buy experience out the mall, bro. You gotta actually live through it. You can't buy gangsta out the mall. Gangsta ain't the outfit, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. It takes time.
It's for real though.
It's real. It's real. It's ingredients. It's like a cake. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't take no butter and just bite it. Shit terrible.
Right.
You wouldn't just drink the oil. You wouldn't just crack an egg and eat it. You wouldn't just eat the batter. Terrible. All them shits separate is terrible. When you put it together, you eat the cake though.
Right.
So get the ingredients first so you can be the cake. Stop being the butter talking about you the oil.
Exactly.
Don't do that.
No, don't be the
Get the ingredients first, young man. 17 years old, selling work.
I mean, these analogies just off the chain and shit, man. On everything.
They common sense analogies. They
common sense analogies, and for real. And that's what I mean. We really connected in on a level that, I mean, like I said, I ain't know you a day in my life.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Because struggle is universal, King. You feel me? Like, it's more people at the bottom than it is at the top.
Right.
So when you go somewhere and you talking about what you giving instead of what you got, you'll get a different response. A lot of these rappers going somewhere talking about what they got. Big Rolly.
Hold on. Let's rewind that shit. Say that one more time for the people. Say that one more. Look at the camera. Tell the people that shit.
See, there's more people at the bottom than there is at the top. So when you go somewhere and you speaking, you talk about what you giving instead of what you got. He just gave me some. That's crazy. Bars. So people can relate because struggle is universal. Everybody have struggled before. Everybody haven't been rich.
Right.
So struggle is universal and people can understand struggle. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's what I bring to the table. I'm talking about you and I and what I'm giving and what, you know what I mean, how we can think and how we can help our way out of this. Not, nigga, I got marble flows and you broke. You ain't got this. That's what rappers doing nowadays. You broke and catch an op and I'll kill an op and I'll bust an op. Like, you ever help somebody?
And it's funny, like I just made a post on Facebook about that today saying, I mean, I just can't relate to that shit at all. You know what I'm saying? I can't, even if I had millions of dollars and shit, I still wouldn't be rolling in the club, buying big ass bottles and shit, rolling on nigga, none of that. I just wouldn't and shit. I just wouldn't do that shit, and it ain't something I can relate to and shit. So that's all music is really about and shit. It's all the mainstream shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? And with independent music, you really get a feel of familiarity. You know what I'm saying? You can you feel the same exact struggle music. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's something that you can sincerely relate to. You know what I mean? And that definitely takes us to our next break. All right, we're gonna go ahead. We'll be right back with my man Connie Sun, and we're gonna ask him the most important question you're gonna ever hear on Movem Radio. We're gonna ask him about Movem Radio.
Movem Radio.
So, once again, this is Let's Talk Movem Radio. You send them, we move them. Let's go.
Do you know flavor? Better yet, do you have flavor? Why don't you check out these flavors? Limited edition signature series, and what apparel head wear for the triumph over adversity. Style for the truly blessed, the survivor. Go to andwhatdough.com and choose your flavor of the month. Choose any flavor you like exclusively. andwhatdough.com. That's ANDWHATDOE.com. Get fresher, why don't you?
What is Movem Radio? Movem Radio is an independent radio station dedicated to playing and supporting independent artists and their music, created to display the determination, drive, and hunger of independent artists that is no longer found in mainstream music. Our goal is to give these highly talented artists a broader marketing venue and make independent music the new mainstream. To have your music broadcast on our station, send your music in MP3 format to Movem at movemradio.com. Streaming 24/7 at Movem Radio. You send them, we move them. Let's go.
Movem Radio.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
We are back. Welcome back to Let's Talk Movem Radio. We still in the building with my man Connie Sun.
Son, yes, sir.
Yes. So so like I said, man, I'm gonna ask you the most pig-headed question I got in the world and shit, man. I'm gonna ask you.
What's that, man?
I'm gonna ask you about Movem Radio, man. What you think about Movem Radio, brother?
I think it's actually a good thing. It's a great thing, for real. It's a beautiful platform. I think everybody should come take advantage of this platform because it's really giving us a leeway to get our voice out here. Because, you know what I mean, if your budget can't reach it, this is a place that your budget probably could reach. And you can come in here and get your point of view across, man, and you can talk to the world and just get the feel of, if you can't sit here, you can't sit on Jay Leno. You know what I mean? So this is the training quarters, and you never know, this show might blow up bigger than Jay Leno. So this is a perfect good platform that's giving the indie artists they they just do before the majors do, man. And I appreciate you having me.
I appreciate you being here again, brother. So I mean, you as an independent artist, I mean, how long you been in the music?
I've been in the music seriously for about 10 years. Like seriously taking it serious and putting an album out here. I took it serious 10 years. I was just a freestyle rapper, just rapping and playing with words because I read and stuff, and me playing around was better than dudes actually being serious, and niggas like, damn, bro, you should take it serious. It started from there, you know what I'm saying? I just started going from there, and all my songs used to just be run-ons, no courses, no nothing, just bars. I'm trying to just teach. So I learned how to make songs, and later it came to this artist that I am now. I used to just rap, but I created Block Blues, the voice that I use. I was out somewhere with my wife and we was arguing. We weren't arguing, I said something loud and it got the people attention, like white folks. They was looking like, what the hell? And I didn't cuss.
Right.
So me being embarrassed, I left her at the bar and I went and sit in the car because I was embarrassed. Obviously, I just blew my cover. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting in the car like, damn, if I can get their attention on something negative like that, what if I can use that same voice and say something positive and have people look the same way? So I go home and I'm trying to rap my raps in that voice, but all of them was about killing and goons and all that. So I'm like, no, I had to write something all the way over. And the first song I wrote was Friend from Foe. And it went from there, man. Bagged up my CDs, hit the streets, walk 20, 30 blocks, handing out CDs left and right, ain't trying to sell nothing. I passed out 1,000 CDs, easy. to whoever wanted to hear it. You went to the cars in Cleveland like, I ain't selling them though. If it was free, they'll pull off on you. They just don't play like that in Cleveland. They don't running up on no cars with no nothing. So it was hard at first, and just that grind got me where I'm at right now as an indie artist.
It's the business, bro. Yeah. I mean, like I said, man, some of the most amazing music I've heard. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get submitted a lot of music. And shout out to everybody that sent us music, because I mean, I've heard very few people that I would give less than a 7 to, you know what I'm saying, on any music that has been sent to Movem Radio. And I mean, we over about 650 songs right now, or some shit like that, right there. About 650 songs, and all different artists and different kinds of music, different genres and all kind of stuff. And I'm gonna be real, there's a lot of standout artists on our station, very standout artists, and you are a very standout artist.
I appreciate that, man.
Very standout, you know what I mean?
That's a blessing.
Yes, without a doubt, you know what I mean? And it is an absolute blessing to have you here on our platform, because this is what we about. This is what we here for, and shit, is to push independent music and to push and push the best of the best too.
No
you
doubt.
know what I'm saying? So, I mean, at the same time, I want to push everybody, and I want to have everybody get an open platform, because what might be nice to my ear might not be nice to somebody else's, and what's nice to your ear might not be nice to mine, you know. So I mean, I never really know. I really never know what artist is really gonna shine through.
Right.
But I do know quality. I definitely know quality music, and anything that's quality is definitely gonna play on Movem Radio. And I mean, like I said, man, you're amazing, bro.
I appreciate that.
I'm throwing it at you one more time and shit,
Appreciate
man. I mean, for real, like I was
just a regular guy.
My jaw hit the floor when I listened. I was downloading. I think I downloaded probably about 50 songs that night and shit. Probably about 50 songs I downloaded that night and shit. I'm sitting there listening. I'm listening just to the beginning of people's songs and shit, because if the sound quality and the beginning of it come off good, then I'm gonna put it in rotation.
No doubt.
And because I'm always listening to Movem Radio, so I'm gonna always hear it. I'm gonna always hear it in rotation. So I'm gonna know if I really like it, or if it really should be on our station, and we should get rid of it, or whatever. Or you know what I'm saying? Or we should move it. Or we move them. You know what I'm saying? And I swear, out of 50 songs that I was downloading that night and shit, man, like you had 3 of them and shit that was just like, who the fuck is this?
That's dope.
Who sent me this
Right.
shit? Type up the name of this song.
The man
this
sent
nigga
it.
Messi. Oh, shout out my nigga Messi, man.
Yeah, he go.
I had to call. I called him immediately, like, hey,
He the man
who the
sent
fuck is this Connie Sun, nigga?
it. Man sent it right there.
Immediately, like, bro, you got very standout work and shit, man. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it, man.
For sure. And I mean, we definitely love to have you on the open mic and shit, man. And as much as
I'm coming.
and any kind of work that you ready to shoot our way
I'm coming.
and shit.
It's
You
going.
know what I'm saying?
I will be on this open mic. I'm
right.
saying it right here. It's on camera. It's recorded. I'm a man of my word. I will be on this, mother. I will be on here.
There we go. So hey, so Movem Radio fans, get used to Mr. Connie Sun. You're gonna see this nigga all the time.
Yeah.
Shit, fucking with this shit, man.
Yes, sir. I'm in Vegas now.
All day, all
Yeah.
day. For real. So for whatever you don't know, and we ain't give it to you tonight and shit, we're gonna give you plenty more opportunity and shit, man.
You will find out.
Connie motherfucking Sun, man. For real. The one and only and shit, man.
No doubt.
All day. Once again, bro, I appreciate you being here.
Likewise.
You feel me?
Much love.
Open door, my
Man,
brother,
appreciate
my brother.
it. Appreciate it, man.
For sure.
I need
for
somewhere to
sure.
stay too. I'm heard like a Project Curve.
Oh shit, man, you know what I mean? I was thinking about getting some bunk beds in the back and shit was gonna work this shit out.
I'm heard like a Project Curve.
Dang. Well, look, once again, this is one more amazing episode of Let's Talk Movem Radio.
Yes, it will.
And as always, you send them.
We move.
Let's go.